Hi everyone, I'm Kat the Baker, and today I feel like making some oatmeal raisin cookies. It's a bit chilly out, and I thought, I feel like something comforting, so I thought cookies. That's my initial thought. And oatmeal raisin, just because I love them. I love the cinnamon in them, and instead of just doing oatmeal with raisin, I'm also going to add some dates. I have some dried dates here. I'm going to cut them up. Why not? You can mix it up. And I'm also going to add some peanuts. You could also do almonds instead, or walnuts, or pecans. I'm going to start with butter, cinnamon, salt, and my sugar. I've got white sugar, a little bit of vanilla sugar. You can also do vanilla extract, and a natural Muscovado sugar. But instead of just doing straight up brown sugar, it's pure sugar in its raw form. And I also have a couple eggs. I've got my oatmeal mixed in with my flour and my baking powder. Peanuts, I have my dates, and I have some raisins. You can also do golden raisins. So I'm going to start with mixing my sugars and my butter and cinnamon. I know that cookies sound like such a simple thing, but there's a lot of technique behind them. What's important with cookies is that you want to mix your butter and sugars for at least 5 minutes. If you don't mix them enough, then the cookies are going to end up spreading too much. So I'm using the Muscovado sugar, which is the sugar in pure form. So it has a darker color. It looks like brown sugar, but it has natural caramel flavors. So I thought, why not try something different? And I used this sugar, the Muscovado, making cinnamon rolls yesterday, and it came out so delicious. And I thought this would be great in my cookies. The reason why I have so many sugars, the vanilla sugar is for flavor. So every time I make anything with vanilla, I keep the bean and I put it in regular sugar. And then when I have enough beans and sugar, I collect it in a jam glass, and then I grind it down and I have vanilla sugar, which is a great and a cheap way to make your own. And the brown sugar is for the flavor, has a nice caramel flavor. And the regular sugar adds a crunch in your cookie, whereas the brown sugar adds a softness. So there's a science behind all the sugars. I've mixed it for like 5 minutes and it's nice and creamy. Now I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. Once you add your dry ingredients, you only mix it till combined. Otherwise, that's when you start getting dry cookies, which you don't want. I know cookies sounds easy, but you don't want to overmix. I know because when I taught a class, I gave them one recipe and all the cookies turned out differently. This natural sugar smells amazing. It smells like pure caramel. So good. Next, I'm adding my steel cut oats with my flour and my baking powder. I'm just going to cut them up and take out the seeds out of the center. But I'm going to add those at the very end, after the flour. As I was talking, I thought, why not add a little bit of coconut? So I make a version of the oatmeal raisin. It's called Everything Cookie. And I do oats, I do chocolate chips, and I do coconut, which is all delicious. And I just love the combination of coconut with oats. But my point is to tell you that you can be creative and make your own type of cookie that you want. You could do oatmeal raisin, but to that you can add other nuts or just nuts in general. You can add chocolate or no chocolate. You can add dried fruits like I did dates or coconut. You can be creative in your own way and just try new things out. I'm adding my dry ingredients and just mix till combined. There we go, that's all you need. Just mix till combined, that's it. If you overmix, your cookie's gonna end up being dry, okay? So now I'm gonna add the rest of my stuff here. There we go. All right, so everything's been added and it looks nice, like the texture is still nice and soft. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scoop them with like 2 tablespoons, kind of the size of a tablespoon, or if you have an ice cream scooper, you can scoop it and Scoop them close to each other on a sheet tray and then chill them. If you don't chill it, it'll spread too much. So that's what we're going to prevent a little bit. So you want to mix it, chill it, and then bake. I've scooped these cookies and rolled them. Now I'm going to chill them for about 20 minutes. So these are nice and chilled. I'm just going to squash them down. Just flatten them a little bit. You can also freeze them if you're not going to bake them all in one day. And that way you can take them out as you need them. The rest of the dough that I've rolled, I'm going to wrap it up in plastic wrap and then foil over that and freeze it. I have turned the oven on to 350 and I'm going to bake these for like 12 minutes. Look at these beautiful baked cookies. If you listen close enough, you can even hear them bubble, maybe. Okay, maybe that's just me, but don't they look beautiful? They've caramelized perfectly. They're a little golden on the outside, but still soft on the inside. And with this sugar, it ended up taking about 15 minutes. But you see how they ended up spreading? So it's good that they were chilled first. Here they are. And they smell so, so good. Now comes the worst time of the day to try one. Oh wait, one's already gone. This is the best part of the day. Okay, so first of all, let's look at underneath. They have like a nice little golden, if you can tell, but there's a little darker shades, and then on the edges a little bit darker, and in the center it's still nice and soft. So at first the sugar will make these really soft, but obviously as they cool down a bit, they're going to get more crispy. Okay, so let's try another one. I just got this really nice, soft, warm, yet crunchy. I got a chunk of peanut. The oats make it nice and filling, and it's just delicious. The raisins in there, whatever you fill it with, it's gonna add like a nice compactness, because there's still enough sugar and everything else to give it that caramel flavor. They're perfect. I say make your own type of filling, put in there what you want, and let me know what you think.